Hi guys and welcome to Marie's Acrylic and Gel Nails here in sunny central Queensland. I'm going to tack this video or make it a part 2 on the original video I did on doing these nails. Maybe I need to zoom out a little bit. I had a breakage. This was a really long one I did, and I shortened it, and then I've been out in Blackwater and I was doing something with Lex and I broke the nail. So I'm going to Brisbane on the 5th for a pharmacologist appointment, so I'm going to fix it because they were also my birthday nails, and plus I'm going to hide, see that little bit of blue that's happening there, I want to clean that up. Because I've been doing some art as well. So in the filing process, because I've already shot the start of it and I decided, well, I'll do a second one. So if you're seeing this one, in my first start off video you would have seen all the nails but this one which was broken. In this one filing I've broken this one and I took off this one. I didn't really break them, I just decided to take them off. So I've got 3 repairs to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a baby boomer set. So I have my Secrets LED gel, and this one is the Builder Blush, and I have the clear. I have in my UV light, I have a soft white, and I have a builder white, and it's a bright builder white. So I'm going to put that on the very tip and fade the softer white down the nail. And then instead of using that rose gel I used, I'm actually going to use this Bodybuilder Cover Pink. It's a warm pink and it's very similar to that other one I was using. So that's the products I'm going to use. I am going to probably do this hand because I've only got the one repair. So I will be back when I'm ready to start that. I'm just going to go off cam and you guys don't need to see me push back my cuticles and do all the prep stuff. So I'm going to go do that off cam and I shall be back. Okay guys, I'm just going to come back very quickly, so I hope I'm in cam. All I'm doing is putting some nail dehydrator now. I've pushed back my cuticles. I've used my Nail Pure Plus. I'm just going to put 2 coats of this Bond Enhancement on. Well, they call it Bond, yeah, and Bond Enhancer, but it's just a pH balancer. So I've done that. So they also have with the gels and acrylic a Secrets primer, which I hadn't been using, and I thought, well, I'll give it a go because I did notice I don't normally get lifting with gel, and I did get a little bit of lifting. So I thought, well, you know what, let's give the nail a prime with their Secrets primer and see how we go. So I'm just doing 2 very light coats of primer on my nail bed to help with the gel adhesion, and then I will put the Secrets UV light bonder on, which I'll do quickly now, and then that goes into my LED light for 60 seconds and we are ready then to rock with the next stages. So as always, I will start off with my thumb and then I will move forward with my other 4 fingers. It's just easier as far as curing and positioning right, so I don't have gel run to one side of my thumbnail and have all this filing to do. So I've got my bonder on, so I'll be back once that's cured. Okay guys, I hope you've gone and made a coffee or have a coffee at the start of my videos, because they tend to be long. What I've done is, as you can see, I have put the clear tip on my middle finger, my pointer finger, my index finger. It's not a clear tip, it's just clear, the clear UV LED, I should say, it's a clear LED light. Okay guys, welcome back. As you can see, I've put a clear formed tip using the LED cured gel. Okay, so this nail's ready to go, because what I'm going to do, I hope you've all made a coffee, excuse mine, is I like the look of this pink underneath my nails. So I've just gotten the Builder Pink, and what I'm going to do before I go any further is I'm going to put down a couple of light coats just before I go too much further, just to cover up these nails, like so. And when I am finished covering them, we will be back, or I'll be back, and we will actually move on to doing the baby boomer look. I might actually have to give my gel a bit of a stir by the looks of that, because the cover colour's not as covering as I like, so it probably means all the strong pigment is sitting at the bottom of my gel. But as you can see, I'm not going all the way down my nail, because I do want to blend in a lighter pink towards my cuticle. So I shall be back when I've stirred everything up and have covered the tips and made them pink. Okay guys, welcome back. So they're all done, and as you can see, they're all nice and pink underneath, except this one, because I put down that other pink first. It's not as bright, but it will darken up. So I'm just getting rid of the dust. I'm thinking I might actually need a new duster. For some reason that one doesn't seem very firm, that manicure brush. Yeah, it's not. Okay, so all the dust is gone. I've given them a quick file just to take down the bulk. So what I'm going to do is get my two whites, and I'm going to get my bright white first, and I am just going to brush it on and smooth it out, covering a little bit of that tip. And then I'm going to get my softer white, and I'm going to blend that in and drag them up a little bit. Wipe up some of this excess and just fade it up the nail, because I will, like I said, I am going to do a baby boomer nail. just make sure that I get that free edge. Now I am putting this gel on very, very finely because I don't want it to create a thick nail, and I thought about using gel polish to do this, but I want to be able to use my buffer block and give this white a bit of a buff. So, and I might find myself doing my white in 2 stages, or just giving this white a quick cure so I can get my soft white and blend the two throughout the nail. But make sure, I'm making sure that I'm getting these down here, this white down here at this sidewall, and I'm going to have to be super aware of when I go to file that, because I've used the pink as a base colour, that I don't want it peeking through. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of alcohol because that Builder White is just so thick, and a little bit of alcohol will just help in me blending and moving this white round. Oops, sorry guys. So yeah, I just picked up a little bit of alcohol on my brush, and I only take a little bit. I'm just going to get a little bit more of this bright white. And I'll give it some time to settle. So while it's settling, I'm just going to pick up some more and add it to the next nail. And looking at that, the way might be better to go is I take off some of this excess that I've put on. I'm trying to make it too thick on my thumb. And just put on small layers at a time, and curing the lamp, and just take my time. And then when I'm happy with my white and the way it's blended through, I will go over, because what I've done is I hit the nails with that original rose pink, but I've left a lot of room to go in with just the warm cover pink. And then I'll do, so there'll be now 3 pinks on it. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing these really light coverage of the bright white in just really light layers. So I don't want to make my ends too thick and my nails too thick. So, and I have really filed stuff down as it is. So now that I'm happy, they will go in the UV light for 3 minutes, and oops, they'll go in the light for 3 minutes, and then I will do another layer and so forth, and I'll come back when I've got my layers of white done. Hi guys, welcome back. So what I've done is I've buffed down my white, I've put a little bit of that rose pink on, and now I've got that warm cover pink. And what I'm going to do is down near the cuticle area I will put a very thin layer of it, and I will build it up over the apex because I want that I'm going to have 3 tones of pinks, and then I'll just keep fading it up the nail. Now I will probably do only another, as you can see they're not very thick coats because I will use the other pink, but I will fade it down a little bit onto the white so it makes sense. Make sure that I'm in frame. So I'm just putting that very slight pink coat there on the cuticle, and then I'm going back in for a little bit more thicker application around my apex area, and then again I will lightly feather it out down towards the white. And before I encapsulate everything, I will give it a light bluff, just to help with the blending process. And that's pretty much what I've been doing the whole way, is buffing and not really filing, but just buffing to help with the blending process, so I get the application or the desired effect with it that I'm looking for. And it's been a little bit more complicated because I have to be careful that I don't start creating a really super thick nail, because I wanted that rose pink to be seen under my nail. So again, now I've got that on, I will just lightly drag that pink and the little bits of that, if you're wondering, when I come to do a buff I will show you, because that pink won't, the little amount of pink that I've just dragged onto the white, when I buff it I'll lose a bit of it and some of it will stay to help give that natural baby boomers effect. Just checking, sorry guys, I was just checking that I'm actually still in frame. because this camera angle that I've got going on is just a tad awkward. So I'm going to put this in and cure it. I will then wipe off the inhibition layer, the tacky layer. I will have a look at the colour and see if I'm happy, whether I want a little bit more stronger with that cover pink or not. And that's the most important thing to me at this stage is I've just got a little bit of alcohol on my brush so I can feather some of that pink off and blend it through. I don't want a thick nail, but I want my blend to be okay, and I want my nail bed to not really be covered, but I just want the effect of the colours because I think they are very pretty colours. So that's this baby boomers so far. I shall be back. Okay guys, so I have filled these nails again. I've put my Body Builder soft rose on the nail bed, so I have all that nice pink underneath. So that is all done. So in this time, instead of going with the soft white tips, I'm actually going to use the Secrets ULED tack free white. So what I'm going to do, and it's just to do something a little different and give you a different perspective on doing this, because I do have a gel base down, and to make life easier, so I'm going to paint a little bit of it on, just like that. And as you can see, I've really wiped my brush off well. I'm just going to get a little bit of alcohol on my brush, and I'm just going to gently come in and fade it out like so. Now I will probably do 2 coats like that. I will come along around the free edge a little bit, around here, and just cap that. And as you can see, I've gotten a little bit more of the white on it, so again I'm just going to drag it and fade it down the nail. Okay, just like that. So that goes in the LED light for, I like to put it in for 60 seconds, but I believe it's only 30 seconds that this tack-free stuff needs to go in. So as you can see, all I've done is just put a little bit on those ends, and I'm just feathering it out with my brush, my gel brush. And I wish I'd actually thought of this a little sooner. Well, I knew I didn't want to use the gel polish to do it, we'll put it that way. So I'm just feathering it out like I did before. I'm going to take off the excess and wipe my brush, and then I'm just going to come back in and lightly just, especially where I've got probably a little bit more than I want just there, and just play with it a bit until I'm happy. So let's say I feel that's too much, I'm just going to remove it like so, wipe my brush, and then I just feather a little bit back just so it didn't look so hello in your face. And the same here, I'm just going to go and just lightly take off the bulk. Then again, I'm going to grab that little bit there. I'm just going to wipe off the excess. There's a lot of excess. And I'm just going to come around and I'm going to cap the free edge, and I'll clean that up. Cap the free edge, wipe my brush off, cap the free edge, dip my brush in, and I'm just going to clean up because I don't want the white impeding on my pink. So I'll just clean up that mess I made. Get a little bit more alcohol on my brush. So to fix that little faux pas, I'm just going to bring some of the white there, and I'll just take a bit there. So, and that's all I'm doing. I'm just now bleeding up through that capped edge and taking any excess, as you can see, onto my other nails. And I'm really just staining the file because this is sitting nicely into the grooves from filing. Okay, so once I've got it how I like it, and it is how you like it, I'm just going to run that in the light and cure it, and then I will keep doing this until I'm happy with the result, and I'll come back and we'll do the pinks again, seal it, and we will be done. And I'll just clean up this now. Okay, bye for now. Okay, so we've got our white. So I'm now going to get the soft rose. So I'm going to do the exact same steps. I'm going to get the soft rose, and oops, I'm going to feather it. I hope I'm in frame. I'm sorry if it's not at the moment, guys. I just can't see. I'm going to start to feather this back down the nail. Like so. Okay. Start to build my apex a little bit through here. Okay, when I'm happy, it's time to move on. Same here. I'm just going to lightly, oops, so you can see and I can see, I'm just going to lightly feather it where I've got the lighter bits of white. And build some strength. Now, I've tried doing baby boomers a couple of times. With acrylic, it's really simple. Gel, it's a little bit harder. So, and I'm actually fussy with my white. I'm afraid I'm one of these people, I like my white to be white. I don't really like the pink over the top and too softened. So I guess this is what you're seeing at the moment, but I will drag my blush pink over these nails. So remember, I've got the 3 tones of pink. Okay, so at the moment we're just putting on the rose, which is the nail bed colour that we can see that's showing underneath my nails. So we're just putting this on where it's then we'll put that warm cover pink on, and then we'll put the blush and we'll cap the whole thing in the blush. And then I shall file. Now, as you can see, I'm not being perfect with this. I don't want perfection. With the other hand, I did file between these stages. So it shall be interesting to see whether I feel I need to give it a quick buff with the bluffing block or whether I'm going to risk it and be happy when it sets. And that's why I am just tidying up some areas. I don't know where that came from. because I really don't want too much of this heavy pink down on the white. But I do want a little bit. Okay, so I'm fairly happy. So I'll put that in the UV light and I'll be back. Hi guys, welcome back. So here are my baby boomer nails. I didn't film that last lot of putting on the pink, only because I'd done it, I hope, on the right hand, and I don't want to make these videos too long. So they're the finished nails that I'm rocking. Till next time, keep safe, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye!